Honorable President of NARBI, Secretary, all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all elite audience, I am very glad to be with you on this occasion of this interfaith discussion. And today, all elite persons and intellectuals are here, so I am very happy. I must thank the organizers for selecting such a nice subject, because this is the need of the time. So I once again congratulate them and thanks them for inviting me here. At the outset, within 5 minutes, I will introduce or explain what is Jainism. Because what happens, there is always confusion in common people about the principles of religion, its practices and rituals. People always accept rituals. They don't go into the principle. So in short, I would like to explain the main principles. As you know, Jainism is a very ancient religion of India and one of the survived religion of the world. So actually it is a very simple religion. It is a way of life and it follows the law of nature. But what happens, some misunderstanding is always there. So I would like to highlight some principles which contribute towards the peace of world or world peace. And the concept which are scientific. At that time, 2500 years ago, Bhagwan Mahavira, the concept of universe, and still it is there. This universe is very vast and it is eternal. There is no creator, no protector and no destroyer. It was there, it is there and it will be there. And nowadays, scientifically, it is proved. It was there, it is there and it will be there. And this vast universe consists of only two things. One is living and other is non-living. And livings are souls. Souls again are eternal. They help each other. And every soul has right to live. This is the important thing in Jainism. They help each other. They have immense knowledge. They have immense capacities. They have immense power. In Jainism terminology, it is called Ananta Darshan, Ananta Jnana, Ananta Charitra, like that. So, they say help each other, protect each other. So, the saying in Jainism is Parasparopa Graho Jivanam, because they render services to each other, they are interdependent. So, protect them. So, the base is live and let live. This is the base of humanity, I think. So, this is the base and the important principles. I will just mention the principle and I will explain it later on. The first principle is non-violence, the supreme religion of the world, ahimsa paramo dharma. So this is the base of all friendliness, kindness, then compassion. So it is always at the base. Principle is non-violence. Then second is non-absolutism. Respect to other faith. Truth has many aspects. So I will explain it later on. The second is non-absolutism. And third is non-possession. Control your desires. Because always desires are increasing, and especially in this materialistic world, desires are always increasing. I will explain it that so afterwards. The fourth principle, these are the pillars of the Jain philosophy on which it is developed and flourished and spread. Fourth is very important, is in Jainism it is called Vastu Swatantriya, the freedom of self, freedom of soul. You have to help yourself. It will not happen with the Supreme Being's grace or grace of Supreme Being. So you have to work hard for your progress, for your liberation. This is important principle. Then Jainism believes on rebirth, and it depends upon your pap and punya, or good deeds and bad deeds like that. I will not go into the details, but karma theory is also there. Then it gives importance to equality, equanimity and equilibrium. These are very important things again to humanity. And for personal level, liberation and self-progress, they said you walk on the path of samyak darshan, that means right perception. What our professor explained, samyak darshan, right perception, right knowledge. Knowledge is there, but it should be right. Right knowledge and right conduct. And then moksha, that liberation. So the saying in Jainism is samyak darshan, samyak jnana, samyak charitra, moksha margani. It is saying in our original compendium Tattvartha Sutra. So generally this is the frame. In addition to that, there are virtues, values, and dasha dharma are 10 dharmas of soul, and the base is forgiveness. In addition to that, all these things are there. Virtue, they give importance to virtues and values, and they are also divided for ascetics and for common people, for children. So this is the general frame on which it is developed and flourished. Now today's subject, peace, or word peace. What is meant by peace? This is, peace means the highest point or maximum happiness is peace. But what is happiness? The question again comes. It is not available in the market, or it will not fall from the sky or from the heaven. You have to create it yourself. It should come from within. If each individual try to achieve happiness from within, then society will become happy. And it will cherish yourself also and the society people also. And automatically family, then nation and internationally, that will be good. But it should be cultivated from childhood. It will not suddenly come. These should be cultivated and reaped from childhood, and for that purpose, Jainism says small vows or anuvrata. As you know, the 5 anuvratas are very simple actually, initially. The truth, doctor has said about truth, which creates the confidence, which helps to create confidence, and fear will go as you walk on the path of truth. Then, as usual, non-violence, non-stealing, non-possession, and celibacy. These are in small form, should be cultivated, should be taught from childhood, from kindergarten. Not only that, Jainism says when fetus is in the womb, the mother should work like that. She should observe this principle, so the child will automatically develop and walk slowly on that path. And this path will definitely lead you. This is the principle. The applications are so many. Doctor has told so many examples also. And this is, if it is cultivated, he definitely walk on the path of friendliness, compassion, love, happiness, and peace ultimately. What happens now? We are passing through a transitional phase from ancient traditions towards the modern materialistic culture. There is lot of improvement in the knowledge. There is tremendous progress in information and technology. There is a lot of improvement in communication. So world has become a global village. So lot of commission, and there is a lot of shower of materialistic things. But side by side, our mental tensions and anxieties are increased. People are trying, some organizations are trying for happiness by addressing some human rights or improvement in education, improvement in industrial area, and in politics, or this, what we say, politics, there are social services like that. But these are temporary means. You get happiness, but for temporary period. So it should be coming within. It should come from within. Then only. So what to do for rearing the inner soul or inner peace? The base is non-violence. So every day persons or common people are facing distrust. Then this so many common things like adulteration, communication, lack of communication, then black marketing, trafficking, drug trading, so many problems for common people are there. So they become miserable, and because of these trusts and these things, they are hurting the human culture actually. And this confused and miserable state for common people, they are getting more and more confused and more unhappy. In this unhappy period, the Jain principles are the beacon of light. And if you observe the virtues and values, and if you conduct it properly, if you go deep into that, then definitely it will show the road or the path towards the peace, compassion and love. So for that purpose, the main principle, non-violence. I will explain it here. Non-violence, Jainism has studied so deeply. They say only killing of animals is not violence. You should not hurt anybody by your speech, by your action, or by your thoughts even. Also they say don't promote or don't give consent anybody to do such type of actions. So in this way they minutely studied nearly 127 types of violences, and they are observed only by our guru or our saints. So there is a code of conduct for our ascetics and for common people. For common people, they are small goals. And as he said, spirituality is one of the way to make yourself happy. And on the for walking on the spirituality, the base is vegetarian diet. They give emphasis, even I think each and every philosophy, they give importance to vegetarian diet, because it not only nourishes body, it nourishes your mind, quality of mind. If you want purity of mind, then you should have a vegetarian diet, pure diet. Sattva guna, it is called sattva guna. Even Gita also, Bhagavad Gita, they say ahara shuddhav sattva shuddhi, sattva shuddhav dhruva smriti, smriti lambe sarva granthinam vipravoksha. Means you should have pure diet, then your mind will be pure, your action will be pure, you definitely follow love, friendliness and compassion, etc. For that purpose, your diet should be pure. As everybody has given the example of Mahatma Gandhi and his total life history, the base is non-violence. Because of non-violence, his every action related to that principle. And his guru was a Jain person, might be knowing everybody, Srimad Rajchandracharya. He was his guru, Jainism. So he followed the Jain principles basically, especially non-violence. So this is, and not only Gandhiji, even the great personalities like some of them told Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, they also following the principle as a non-violence. Action is different for different social purposes or political purposes, etc. And as you know, he said, Gandhiji used this strong weapon to get freedom to our country. So this is, all of you know, importance of non-violence. It is because a base of friendliness, compassion, love and freedom. Equally important second principle is non-possession, non-absolutism. that is anekantavad, very important. Don't stick up to one view. It is a respect to others' faith. When Bhagwan Mahavir was there, so many philosophies come up. All of them have the same aim, how to go to liberation. Everybody has his own opinion, but they were stick up to their own opinion. And so there was nothing for the conclusion. They were just fighting. At that time, Bhagwan Mahavir said, don't stick up to any one aspect. You should conclude, see all the aspects, take good things from all aspects, which are practical also, then you will come to the conclusion. And I think this principle is useful right from your family. If you want to celebrate any function in the family like marriage, you should take all the opinions of from small children to old age person. Then it will be successful and everybody will be happy. So this type of principle is applicable from family, society, nation and internationally. So this is a principle of cooperation, coordination, coexistence and tolerance. All these words are the description of anekantavad. In detail, this is a subject of detailed lecture, but because of time, I am concluding in one line. So this is a principle of liberalism, principle of possibilities and principle of multifoldness. So this anekantavad, the base is, or this will lead to your friendship, your compassion, thinking for others, and this lead to social peace or social happiness in the family, in the society, in the nation and internationally. So this is accepted. In non-violence, I want to tell you, this principle is accepted by UNO, and nowadays 2nd October, birthday of Gandhiji, is celebrated as non-violence day all over the world. So this is the Jain principle of non-violence and non-absolutism. Third, equally important is non-possession, because for every fight, every anger, every jealousy, the base is desire. You want more than our neighbor. Your desires go on increasing. So curb the desire, control the desire, and control over your possessions. If you have a house, you need for or you crave for bungalow. If you have a bungalow, you want heavy furniture. If you have heavy furniture, you want car and many other things, because there is a shower of materialistic things. So curb your desires. This is the principle. Applications are so much there. In this point, they say care of the environment, curbing our desires and possessions. You use national or natural sources in limit. Don't waste it. This is also a protection for environment. Also, here I want to tell, if possessions are more, don't keep with you. Keep whatever is necessary, and which is excess, you donate it to needy persons. And because of this principle, many Jain institutions, even today also, whenever there is a calamities like drought or earthquake, etc., immediately Jain institutions run there and help there. The latest examples are in Maharashtra, must be knowing, earthquake in Latur district, Killar. And there were 1400 orphan students. Bharatiya Jain Sangatna went there, bring that students to Pune and started school, and now it become a big institution. I was witness to that incident. Even last year, there was a drought in Marathwada. Animals and no fodder was there, no water was there. There are no shades, so Jain Sangatna went there. Many Jain institutions, they construct shade for the animals, they gave water. There are so many institutions, so many hospitals where Jain people go and help them. Even recently the Bahubali Mastakabhishek is going on. There is a free hospital for everybody with modern equipment. There are schools, they are running colleges, engineering college, medical, not medical, but other colleges, and they are free. In rural area, they have opened schools. There are many institutions in every state, every district. So I don't have a number, But because of this donation or danam, people are like that. And Jain community is known as a peaceful community. Never there are riots, or they are never leading the society towards the quarrels or fights, etc. They are always kind. If sometimes they have some demand, they peacefully demand it. They do procession very peacefully. This is the speciality of Jainism because of these principles. Here I want to quote Bhagwan Mahavira's message. He says, there should be peace between man and man, man and enemy, man and animal. Peace should be there in everything and everywhere. This is the message of Bhagwan Mahavir, and for that purpose every day they pray. The prayer is in Sanskrit, one line only, 2 lines. Satveshu maitri gunishu pramodam क्लिष्टेषु जीवेषु यथा परत्वम माध्यस्थ भावम विपरीत बुद्धौ सदा ममात्मा मम देव देव. That is, the prayer is, if honorables are there, give me, let me have honor to respectable persons, let me have compassionate and kind to miserables, let me be balanced mind for perverted souls, so there will be peace, peace and peace everywhere. And this is the end of today's topic. I think these principles, if you follow each and every person in his capacity, that will help definitely for the happiness and peace, or world peace. Thank you very much for your time listening. If anybody wants details about that, you may contact on phone or email, that is with the organizers. Thank you.